Hello everybody. Today we're going to be looking at the Micro Dax futures contract with the Percent Asymmetric indicator and strategy. The Micro Dax is the smallest of the three available contracts for the Frankfurt DAX at €1 per point. The E-mini DAX is €5 a point and the F-DAX is €25 a point. So getting into trading with this is a lot cheaper than the big DAX, 25 times cheaper. There's a lot of wisdom in trading this rather than the big one because you can be much more flexible with the staking. So in this case it's set to be doing 2 longs and 1 short, basically because we're in a raging bull market. I've set this up to show you the best trade first because it's a bit more interesting than looking at a load of medium trades. So long at 19465 and out at 20565 is over 1,000 points in one trade, so that was 8 days. So that was a cracker. I'm not going to lie, I've cherry picked this period since the beginning of the bull market because this is a good example of horses for courses. So the thing to look at is the shape. It's just about as good as you can expect from a trend following system in this type of market. So the profit's not very high because it's a €1 a point, and in this test there's only 2 long contracts. So if you half that, well actually half the long trades, 7,800 roughly points has been taken out of DAX since October 2023, which is pretty good. 41% winners and a 2.42 risk reward ratio, which is pretty good. So I'll show you a screenshot now. I'm not going to deceive you in any way. This system test was started here when the bull market really decided to go up and didn't want to go down, apart from this little bit here. This area here was less profitable. I'll show you how it ran over that in a moment. The point is that when we have a smooth bull market, it's time to make hay while the sun shines. We have got a little bit toppy the way it's going up, but generally speaking, when we're in a nice uptrend, this kind of system is very effective. Now this is a longer test, and this is going back, if you can see that, this is a picture I took earlier. So this is this test starting point here, this lovely nice bit, and this was this difficult period. So it's not always flowers and roses and happy days. Sometimes it can be very tedious, and that's just the nature of trading. And the settings were slightly different, which worked out better, which is 0.65 and 0.4, so slightly different. So to describe how this works, it's just very similar to parabolic SAR, except it's got a different formula. This is a high here of 207.39, and you can see the stop rallied up very quickly at that moment, and that's because this high was surpassed. It was previously reading that, and then from there the strategy calculates what is 0.7% down from there, and that's where it puts itself, and the short stop is set to 0.4, which is tighter because we're in a bull market. It gives you a chance to make some money, but you can expect the short trades to be much less profitable overall while the market's going up, obviously. So to work this out in money, 0.7% of 22,500 roughly works out about 158 points. So from the entry, the stop would be 158 points. So one contract to be risking €158 per trade. More and more people are realizing that trading doesn't have to be complicated. A lot of people overcomplicate things by nervous energy, jumping in and out all the time on the slightest fluctuation, when the right thing to do is to give your trade space to breathe, back test, simple percentage, work out what it's supposed to be. The important thing to realize about the different contract sizes, if you choose the Micro Dax, you've got this much nicer way to adjust your trade size up and down as the account goes up and down. So for example, if you trade 20 lots and your account goes up 10%, you can then start trading 22 lots and you'll gradually get used to the bigger size. Well, if you go down, you can start trading 18 lots or 17 lots. Whereas if you're trading the big one, which is 25 euros a point, you have to have much more drastic changes in your equity before you can change the size. So it's a very useful tool for someone who's getting into trading to have. And I hope you will catch one of these nice moves.